In this video, I'm going to share with you the best ways to get traffic to your coaching or info product offers in 2025. Maybe you've been doing things for a while and maybe things have been working and maybe now they're starting not to work so well. The market has changed, the market has adapted, and boy, you're in for a treat because I've laid it all out on the whiteboard for you here that we're going to jump to. And before we do, if you're not familiar with me, my name's Kay Somji. I've scaled my own coaching business to 7 figures in the first year of operation. And to date, we've helped over 200 other coaches and info product creators scale to 6 and 7 figure per year businesses. So let's jump to the whiteboard. If we turn our attention to the board here, I'm going to walk you through a few processes. First, we're going to start with the client acquisition flow. Then we're going to talk about different traffic gen methods. And then we're going to go through this table here that we're going to fill out together so you can see what's going to be best for you. And stay till the end of the video, obviously, because I'm going to show you how do you know which you should do and how are you actually going to do it. There's no one size fits all. Coming back to the client acquisition flow. This is how you're going to acquire clients. Firstly, people need to become traffic, which is the purpose of why we're talking about this in this video. From traffic, a certain proportion of those people are going to become leads. From those leads, some people turn into appointments. And from those appointments, some people are going to close and turn into clients. And I guess we could have one more step in here as well, which could be between lead and appointment, we could have nurture. It's not really, I guess, its own stage. But that's going to be done between generating the lead and booking the appointment. So you can see how crucial traffic is to this whole process. Without traffic, none of this works. Without traffic, you don't get leads. Without leads, you don't get appointments. Without appointments, you don't get clients. Without traffic, you get nothing. So you need those initial eyeballs on you, on your business, actually gaining that awareness so they can move through this process. The next logical question then becomes, how do we generate this traffic? It's well and fair knowing that we need traffic. How do we actually generate it? How do we get this awareness on us? How do we get these people looking at us and looking at our offers and moving through the process? And so there's 3 real ways you're going to be able to do this. Really only 3 ways. There's content, there's outreach, and there's ads. Content is you creating something, creating a video, creating a blog post, creating a podcast, social media post. You create something that you put out that you want people to react or respond to. Outreach is, as the name suggests, you outreach, you reach out to people. This can be phone call, this can be messaging, this can be emails, and this can be cold or warm because a lot of people get very scared of outreach. There's times in which cold outreach will work well. There's times in which warm outreach will work well. We'll talk about those. And if or not, you have to do them. And then there's ads. Ads, social media ads, Facebook ads, Instagram, Meta ads, YouTube ads. And you can really take this to the realm of whichever ads you want, really. Google ads, Bing ads, these different types of ways. And these are the 3 ways you can generate traffic. But which is going to be right for you and your business? Now, I want you to put your ego or any preconceived notions to the side. I'm not talking about what you want to do. I'm talking about what is going to be best for you and your business. There's going to be a specific set of processes that, when followed, bring you closer to your goal. So let's dispel anything here. You may think, I want to do content and be a content creator and get tons of people. Or you may say, I don't want to do content every day. I don't want to make videos. Same with outreach. Oh yeah, I just want to pay somebody to outreach a ton of people. Or you may say, I don't want to outreach anybody, and ads. Oh, I just want to sit back and do nothing and spend on ads. Or you may say, I don't want to run ads. I don't want to spend money. It's about what is actually going to work and what is going to bring you closer to your goal. And depending on the stage of business you're at, I want to make that very, very clear, because there's going to be times that you have more money, times that you have more time, and there's times where you haven't actually validated your offer. You want to go and spend $500 a day, $1,000 a day on ads, but nobody's bought from you before. That wouldn't be very wise. But how do you know what you're going to do? Luckily for you, we have this table here that we're going to fill out together to know if you should be doing content, outreach, or ads. And we're just going to break down what each of them entails, and then we're going to move on to which you should do and how. So each one is going to have a varying level of time that it's going to take you, money that is going to cost you. And so these are 2 costs, the cost of time, cost of money, the speed in which they get results, and then XL, which I meant to denote as exponential leverage. Almost forgot that. So this is kind of the propensity for it to take off, meaning that you can get outsized results, you can get more output per unit of input. So let's rank these. Content marketing, making videos, making blog posts, podcasts, social media posts. Time is going to be high. It takes time to do this, right? Let's go to the side and do this. So the time is going to be high for that. The money is going to be low. Doesn't really cost you much to go and make content. The speed is going to be slow. Takes time to build up, right? And exponential leverage is a yes. So analyzing these, the time required for content is high. Yes, you have to put in time. And when I say high, that is subjective. That doesn't necessarily mean 10 hours a day. It can be an hour a day, an hour and a half, whatever. But the point is you have to put time into content. The money is low. You start creating videos, posts, those kind of things. The speed is slow. Takes a bit of time. Depending on how good you are, it could take longer or shorter. But realistically, you're going to have to put in a few months to see this actually really take off. And then exponential leverage, yes, this does have it. More people can see your short form content. More people can see your long form. Example, a video like this, it could get 10 views, which I'm hoping it doesn't. It could get 100 views and it could get 1,000 views. And over time, as you do more and more, you can get better and that can compound. You can get to the point where each of your videos, each of your podcasts or social media posts is getting tens or hundreds of thousands of views. So there is the opportunity for exponential leverage. Now let's look at outreach. Outreach, time is going to be high. It takes time. The money is going to be low. Speed is going to be fast. I'm sorry if I'm blocking the board here. And exponential leverage is no. With outreach, time is going to be high. You're going to spend time maybe sending 30, 50, 100 outreach messages. And like I said, this can be cold or it can be warm, depending on your business model. And we will discuss that. So stay right there. The time is high. Now, you could also argue that you could pay somebody to do this, which is very true. But let's assume for now you're doing it by yourself. The money that it's going to cost you is low. You're just sending messages. Or if you do hire somebody, you can hire somebody for like $5 an hour, $10 an hour. It's not very much here. The speed is fast because while content takes time for people to pick up and see it, you're literally getting in people's emails, in their inboxes right away, making them some kind of offer. It's fast to get results with it. And exponential leverage, no. You can send more messages, more emails, you can have multiple accounts, but it's very linear. It's one-to-one. You send one message, you get one reply or one person ignore you. You can't actually send 10 messages and have 100 people reply. And then moving on to ads. Ads time is low. The money is high. The speed is fast. And exponential leverage is no. Let's just explain that. Ads, the time is low. You put your time in to just create the ad or have someone make it for you. It's done. The money is high. Could be depending on your business, could be $50 a day, $100 a day. The point is it's more than these two here. It's fast. And it's not just fast to get results. It's fast to collect data. So if you spend, let's say, $50 a day on ads and it doesn't perform within 10 days, well, you'll know you've got the data and the feedback of what you need to change. Maybe you need to change the landing page, the opt-in, the headline, the video ad, whatever it is. You can collect data fast. So whether it works or not, you're getting there faster. And exponential leverage, no. Pretty much you're paying per lead or per impression. The more you spend, the more leads you can get. It's very rare, or not really possible, that you're going to spend less and then get more leads, given the same ad set. If I'm spending $50 a day on ads and I bump that to $500 a day, I'm going to get more impressions, more views, more leads. So it's not exponentially leveraged. And also with ads, you'll only want to do this, I recommend, after you validate your offer. Because if nobody's buying, just putting fuel on the fire isn't going to do any good if it's not converting. Anything times zero is zero. So want to get that going. So you look at these, you'll probably have an idea of which you want to do, but I want to implore you to think about which ones you need to do for your business. So again, I made the reference of not starting ads right away. So which should you do and how? It's going to come down to your resources and your stage of business. So if you have time, a lot of people will tell me they don't have time. Fact is, if you're not making really good money in your business, you have time. You have time before work, after work. This isn't a video about that. But you either have time or money. So if you don't have excess money, you can't say you don't have time. You have to find the time. And if you're doing really well in your business, time may be a constraint. So here's what I recommend. Which should you do and how? What I actually recommend is that you do two of these. And there's a reason for that. So if you are under, see, so you are under, let's say 20 to 30K a month. It's not an exact science, but I like that number because it's going to determine if you have money to spend on softwares and ads and things. So let's say you are under 30K per month. Could be 20 to 30K, use your judgment. And this is going to be if you are over 30K per month. Looks like 6. So if you're under 30K a month, what I recommend you doing is I recommend you doing outreach and content. Okay. So we have outreach plus content. And if you're over 30K a month, I recommend you doing ads and content. Now, why is this? Why do I recommend two? Couple of reasons. You give yourself a couple of shots at bat, but also the nice thing is these tie in with each other. Let's say you're doing outreach. Now, if you're messaging people, they may have never heard of you if you're doing cold. Even if you're doing warm outreach, they've heard of you, but they may not be willing to take you up on what you're offering yet. However, the content is going to tie in with that nicely. If you message people and then they see your content, okay, I like what this guy or girl's putting out. I like the quality of information. I like the videos. I like the posts. They will trust you more. Also, the outreach will help with your content. If you're putting out content, but some people just don't see it, right? The algorithm doesn't serve it to them. They scroll by it. They don't actually take the time to click and engage. But then they also get a message from you. They'll be more likely to notice that and say, oh, I have seen that person in my feed. Yeah. Oh, now they're reaching out. Okay, they'll be more likely to respond favorably to your outreach when they've seen you have content. So these actually go hand in hand. It's not one or the other necessarily. And then coming on to when you're over 30K a month, now you have a validated offer. You have proven systems. Obviously, you're doing over 20 to 30K a month. It is working. So now you can throw ads on it to do a few things. You can pour fuel on the fire. You can leverage. And also you can just reach more people. And so when I said here, with the outreach and content, this is going to allow you to get in front of more people when you don't have too much resources, because now you can get that exponential leverage. When you come here with ads, you're simply just driving more and more traffic. Here, the constraint was the number of people you can message and also your content. Here, you can now get in front of tons more people. So you're running ads. And I'm going to share with you the type of outreach and the type of ads to run. Just give me a minute here. You're running the ads and you're also doing content. The nice thing there, if you're running ads, this isn't the way things used to be. People don't just see an ad and come and click, book a call and buy. I wish it worked that way. It kind of used to, not so much anymore. There needs to be more trust developed in the market. So if people are seeing your ads, they might click in, they might be interested, but they don't book. Not a problem. Guess what? Now that you have your content, they will be in your ecosystem. If you set this up right, they will start seeing your YouTube videos, maybe your Instagram posts. So now they've seen your ad, they got into your world, they didn't quite book or buy right there, but guess what? They're getting nurtured by your content. They're getting nurtured by your emails, things like that. Brilliant. So the ads is actually going to be supported by the content. They might forget you if they just see an ad, But guess what? Now they're in your ecosystem, seeing your content as well, edging them closer and closer to 7 hours of cumulative value, and edging them closer and closer to booking a call, booking an appointment with you to consider purchasing your products and services, and just builds up massive trust. And the other way around, I've seen this work for myself. And I should mention, I'm currently running ads and content. So I've seen this work for myself in this way, which I didn't expect. The ads are actually fueling my organic content and really helping accelerate that trust. Because now a lot of people are seeing my content. They're seeing my content here on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram. And guess what's happening with those people? They've developed some trust. They've gotten into my ecosystem, but they just weren't ready to pull the trigger. Now a lot of these people have messaged me and said, wow, I've been seeing your ads. Or they see our ads and they never responded from any organic content. But now that they see the ad, they're clicking and booking and buying. And that could be because the message is more intentional, or it could just be, okay, he's been doing content. Wow, he's got ads. Yeah, looks very professional. Wow, he's doing some big things. It could be that at play. So I've actually seen that, which I did not expect before. So this is what I recommend here. And so if you're under 20 to 30K a month, again, outreach and content. If you're doing over that 30K a month mark, ads and content. It's going to allow you to collect data faster. They're going to fuel each other. This is going to allow you to get things rolling while the content picks up. And now I know what the next logical question is, which I teased to before. Okay, how do I do this outreach? What type of ads am I supposed to be running? What type of content am I supposed to be creating? And any plethora of questions that come across with it. Like, I don't want to do outreach. I don't want to do content. Chill. Let's put you on this right now. So let's switch the color. Let's go to blue here. Flexing the pens. It was running out for a long time. The ink was low. Put them in now. So let's look here at outreach, content, and ads. So what type of outreach are you going to be doing? Now, there's cold and warm outreach. That's completely up to you. I'm not a big fan of just doing cold outreach, but it absolutely can work. I prefer more warm outreach. And what we teach our clients actually is how to build their business without any outreach. However, I do recommend starting with it if you need to. And there's a reason for that before I explain exactly how to do it. Let's say you're doing content, which we teach our clients again, and they get hundreds of inbound leads a week. But let's say, for example, your content isn't hitting with your target audience. Let's say you're not very good yet. Let's say it's just not working. Let's say it's taking time to pick up. Well, you have two options. You can either sit on your hands and do nothing, or you can do some outreach. Now, which one do you think is going to yield better results in your business? Doing nothing or doing something? Obviously, it's going to be doing something. So with outreach, what I recommend is giving people a very valuable resource or a very valuable service. Because if you're just outreaching them, even if it's warm, they had no reason. They didn't come to you. You came to them. So why would they take you up on your offer? And this is really going to depend on the type of product or service you have. If you have a DIY offer, like a do-it-yourself, like a course, let me see. If you have a done with you coaching program, which is mostly what we help people with, but there's also a done for you component. And there's a lot of people with hybrid offers, which I do recommend, which is some kind of coaching, but you may do something for them. You may do the setup if you're in business coaching. You may create a shopping list and even order the groceries for them if you are in weight loss coaching or health coaching. You may help them with some sleep stuff and get them booked in for appointments or for blood tests if you're in some kind of sleep coaching or speech therapy, anything. You can do certain components as well. And the more heavily reliant you are on the done for you, the easier outreach is. If it's just a course, it's going to be a bit harder, but it can still be done. And we have people doing this all the time as well. So the outreach portion here, what you want to do is you want to give somebody something incredibly valuable. So let's say you are doing 20 a day, 30 a day, 50 a day, maybe 100 a day. It's really going to depend on you and the platforms you're doing it on. And so warm outreach means reaching out to people in your network, your LinkedIn followers, or connections rather, your Instagram followers, your Facebook friends, people who follow you on Twitter, even email subscribers. You're going to outreach to people. So let's just say, for argument's sake, let's say this is 30 a day. Okay. You want to offer them something incredibly valuable, because if you're outreaching me cold, I have no obligation to say yes to you. I probably didn't even want to be bothered by you. Why would I say yes? So it's a fast way to get in somebody's inbox. We have to blow them away with value. And let me just share a little story here for a second before I finish. I have plenty of people outreach me all the time, from email, from my YouTube channel, from social media. It happens all the time. I ignore most of them because most of them, they're pretty pants. They're terrible. They're just trying to sell me something with no value up front. However, I purchased something from somebody a couple of weeks ago, and he noticed kind of where he could help in my business. And instead of just saying, we could help you do this, we could help you do that, he actually went and did the work for me. So he went and did the work, put a few hours in, and submitted the work for me. It's something I could use completely free. And when I realized how beneficial it was, sure, I enlisted his services. So it can work, only when you do it right. You want to give something incredibly valuable. So if you have a coaching program, info product, you want to give something very valuable. So that could be a 90-minute course. Let's say that, right? You've put a lot of time and effort. So if you're outreaching to people who are trying to lose weight, I have a course that goes over how to get this huge result without going to the gym more than this many times, without giving up these foods. If it's in business, I have a way to help you get 5 to 10 clients a month without doing any ads or spending all day creating content. And I've actually put together a 90-minute free course. Well, they can see you've gone above and beyond. You're not just dishing out some Ponzi ebook or a one-page cheat sheet. You're giving something really valuable. So it could be a free course, could be a guide, in-depth guide. It could be a mini course, which I guess is what the course would be. You're not giving, 10, 20 hours. You could, but you want to make it realistic. They could go through it. And Facebook group, maybe school community with some trainings, live Q&As, something really valuable, and that they could get a result from that. You're not going to solve every problem, but you could solve one specific problem with that. And really, the less experience and clout you have, the better your lead magnet needs to be. Because if you've never accomplished anything, nobody cares about your Ponzi ebook, mate. Nobody does. I'm just being real here. The less you've done, the more you need to show. If you have 100 clients who have all become millionaires, you still do something, but it needs to be a lot less. Your reputation speaks for you. But that's outreach. So you simply outreach that 30, 20, 50, 100 people are there, whatever, offer them something. A certain percentage of them are going to take you up on it. So let's say 5% take you up on it. For every 100 people you outreach, you've got an extra 5 leads. If that's 100 a day, some on Instagram, some on LinkedIn, some on Facebook, some on Twitter, you've got 5 leads a day, right? Not bad. If it's 50, you've got like 2.5 leads a day. And this is just assuming 5%. If it's really valuable, you may even be able to get higher. So that's your outreach. Give something bloody valuable away. Your content. In content, you want to solve, which is the content you're posting, your videos, your posts. You want to solve your target market's problems, pain points, challenges, and concerns. So solve these in videos, solve these in breakdowns. See the questions that you're getting from clients, questions that you're getting from prospects, things that people ask you on social media. See what other people are asking each other, what they're asking in groups. What struggles did you overcome? What challenges did you overcome? Break them down, create content around it. This is what you do. And in this, you want to be giving away the what and the why. That is the big thing. You want to show them what it is that they need to be doing and why they need to be doing it, and walk them through a high level overview. So you don't want to give every single thing that you're giving to your clients, obviously, but give them enough that they could do something with it. And then you become the logical solution to help them implement that. Okay, so I hope that makes sense with content. And content, I would recommend posting daily. You need to stay top of mind, right? And it's easier to do it daily, because I had somebody ask, can I do it 4 days a week? And I said, oh, absolutely you can, right? It depends on the level of business. However, just by having that small task to do daily, it's more likely you're going to do it. If you start skipping days, it's easier to put it off for another day. It's just like when trainers get people to do 10,000 steps a day. It doesn't really matter if they take one day off, right? But it's just that commitment to doing something every single day keeps the consistency up, make sure it happens. And then for ads, what kind of ads you want to be running. So now we're kind of saying if you're over that 30K a month, regardless, you want to be doing the content with the outreach, or when you do the ads, then let's do the content and the ads. The ads you want to be running, drum roll please, is add to a direct offer VSL. Yes, it might be a little bit strange for people to hear that, or they may not have been expecting that, or maybe have been expecting me to say add to a lead magnet, add to a 5-day challenge, add to an ebook. Now here's the thing. Running to a VSL, like a direct offer, is going to do a couple of things. It's going to allow those people who are ready to book in right away, because if you remove them from the offer process, you have to fill more hoops. You have to get them to jump through more hoops rather to get to that. They may not open emails, they may ignore text messages. You want to try and get them there as quickly as possible in the shortest time. It's going to get you the best ROI. But also, if they don't, then not a problem. Then they are going to move into your SMS. They're going to move into your email sequence. They're going to move into these things. And then you can even give them things like the lead magnet to nurture them even more, Facebook group, things like that. You want to always take the path of least resistance. And then if people don't necessarily want that, then we can move them into other mediums. So this is what you're going to want to do. So I want you to think about where you are in your business. Think about where you are and think about what needs to be done based on what I've broken down here. Not what you want to do. Let's put our ego to the side. Maybe you have to create content. Maybe you have to start doing some outreach. Maybe you're doing some content, and maybe now is the time you need to pour some fuel on the fire and break out of that comfort zone and start running ads. There you have it. I was thinking of something else to say, but that's pretty much all of it. You can go implement this into your business. If you'd like our help building you an exact strategy to implement this into your business in literally an hour a day, I'll leave a link in the comments below where you can book a call and see if it'd be a fit to have us install this into your business. And YouTube will probably pop up another video somewhere around here. I recommend you watch that as well, because it's really going to tie in with what we've been doing here. See you guys soon. Subscribe if you're new. Cheers.